I grew up in a time where there was probably a band on every block. So you got a chance to go to the block parties and see the bands and, and see the DJs. I think just the exposure being in Philadelphia with the level of talent that we have, with guys like Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff and the whole sound of Philadelphia, just being able to experience those rare times when somebody like Kenny Gamble would do a guest DJ set on the radio and to just listen to the tunes that he played and listen to him talk about his experience. I kind of equated to somebody growing up in Detroit, listening to Berry Gordy as the whole Motown thing was going on. Being a vinyl collector and going around and buying vinyl, I saw it changing. I saw, you could tell when the record companies weren't pressing up as much vinyl. It was harder to get. There were, sometimes only one run of records that if you didn't catch it on that one run, you didn't get it. And I started becoming nervous because I felt, the one thing about someone who plays vinyl, the way that your career can end is them stop making vinyl. And I definitely think that, Serato came along at a time that basically saved so many DJs who play vinyl, career and just kept the evolution of the DJ alive in a way that it gave you the ability to put your entire record collection in your computer, still manipulate it, using vinyl and do the same things that you can do. The record can still skip, and I tell people that if you were a bad DJ before Serato, you were a bad DJ afterwards. Like, it doesn't help you at all. The only thing it helps is your back. Q-Tip had a fire in his house, and he lost like 20,000 records, and that just kind of went through anybody who collect vinyl, because your heart goes out. But then you start looking at your collection like, I need to make sure that I have all of my stuff kind of backed up and secure. So a group of us just started digitizing our records just to either put in iTunes or put on a hard drive just in case something happens. And then Serato came out. So it was kind of like, well, I have most of my records already digitized, so let me try to see how this works. And it helped. It helped, like I said, your back, and it really helped your pockets, because that was at a time that there was pretty much a 40-pound weight limit of luggage that you can take going to a place like Japan. So to have 3 record boxes and I know this like the back of my hand, 3 record boxes that were 39.5 pounds each, and then your luggage could easily cost you $6,000 in travel. Thank you, Serato. You can keep my clothes. You can lose all my clothes, just as long as I have my music, I'm good. I have a Rane 62 mixer, which I absolutely love. Technics 1200s, which I will not play without. My Novation Dicers, which I have the same ability for my cue points on my mixer as well as I do on my Dicers, but I just feel comfortable with them. My 13-inch laptop, and then my Serato Pioneer, DDJ SP1, which is an overall controller, which I just started using. That it gives me the ability to basically remix on the fly. It gives you a lot of control that you can kind of go in and out, and helps navigate the journey. So this is it. This goes in the bag, and this goes everywhere around the world with me.
1, 2, 3, kick it.
I get a lot of inspiration from the generation behind me. I am a purist, but I'm a geek, which is a very odd combination. I'm somebody who, I still have 50,000 pieces of vinyl, but I have every computer gadget in the world, because I understand that things have to change and have to evolve. And in looking at it like that, you realize that no matter what you do or how well you do it, that there's someone in their basement working on something or a way to do it better. So I'm always open and talking to, younger guys and picking their brain. You're really surprised at what you'll find out from the guys that are jumping into it right now. And I think any smart person has someone of the new generation around them, just kind of, help educating them and just giving them inspiration. I've been blessed to pretty much travel all over the world and play for enormous crowds. And that rush, you can't describe. You can't even match. I've taken friends of mine, to festivals that I've done in Singapore because it's 75,000 people on the beach, just to tell them, watch what happens when I play this record. And it's just that control and that level of power that you have, just making people go into frenzy, you can't describe. I look at myself as the deliverer of the music, that it's not so much about me as much as it's about the people you're playing for. And I think that's the mistake that a lot of people, have a tendency to make, that my job is to make everybody else have a good time, and I have a good time and they have a good time. One thing that I can absolutely admit is I don't see anything, and I very rarely hear anything when I play, which is a gift and a curse. I feed so much off of the emotion, because you can almost feel the energy that people will give you. If I play a 2-hour set, at some point in time, I feel like I'm gonna get you. I might get you in the first 3 minutes. It may take me 10 minutes. It may take me 20 minutes. But once I know I have you, I can tune out. And it's like it's a journey. You're taking people on a musical journey. They're in your taxi cab and you're driving them around the city, showing them all of the sights. And when the 2 hours is over, I'll let you out and let you go home.